I am your motivational speaker, and you will be motivated when you hear me through your what? Speakers, also known as Queen Boss Lady. My throat is a little raspy, but good rising. Good rising to my kings and my queens. This motivational message that I have for you guys is it's a big one. It's a deep one. So, for a few of you, you have a community of witches. You live in a community, and a lot of your neighbors, they're dark witches, right? And what they did was they gathered together, they put their little coins together, and they hired a warlocks to come in and date you and unalive you. Yes, your stalker, the woman that's been stalking you in your community, she worked together with other women in your community to hire warlocks to come in and date you and unalive you. Now, she worked with another witch. Her and this other witch, they put their money together to pay this warlocks to come in and date you. The other two women, they knew about this plot, this plan on your life, and they just thought it was funny. They would just sit back and laugh, joke about it. They knew what was happening the whole time. They was just waiting on the results, is what I just heard. So they thought that that was, and I'm also getting like they was watching it on camera too. So I take it that this spiritual hitman slash warlocks that they sent in to date you would like film you, like if he was getting you sick, or you know, if you just wasn't feeling your best, or if you was depressed, like he was filming you, and like they was paying to watch it, like he was making money off you. Like, you know how they have like OF and stuff like that, or and you have to like pay for the subscription. Like all your neighbors is subscribed to this prescription, and he was charging them. Yeah, he charging them $100 to view your, view your pain, and because they're also paying him to get these results. So they want to see that like you're getting depressed, or you're not yourself, or they paid this person. They know that you're spiritual. They paid this person to spiritually attack you, right? So these people, they want to play God in your life, and they want to spiritually attack you. Like, these women sat back knowing that you haven't done anything to them, and they're attacking you. Now, another thing that these witches have been doing to you is they've been showing off, because that's the first thing that a dark witch want to do. That's the first thing they want to do, is show off. They want to show off that they're a better witch than you when you're not even competing. They want to show you that I can show you that my gifts are this big, and I'm more powerful than you, and look at what I can do. That's the first thing a witch want to show you. So these witches have been astral projecting to you in your dreams. And you've been seeing what these witches been doing. You've been seeing what these witches been plotting, right? Not only that, they want you. They're astral projecting to you, and they want you to see them. They're not, they're not cloaking their energy behind someone else. They're not, like, you are literally seeing your enemies in your dreams, and what they're doing, what they're saying, how they're moving, how they're working together, how they're plotting, how they're planning. And these are the witches that they don't want to be hidden. They want you to know, look at me. Look at what I can do. I can astral project to you. I can, hover over you while you're in your house. I can watch you, and then I can either come around you and start speaking things that I've seen. This is what these witches have been doing. And God said, this is what God gave me a message after I heard this. And God said, I'm about to make your enemies your footstool, and you won't even have a foot in their life. You won't even have a foot in their lives, but they're about to be your footstool if they're not already. You should be already feet kicked up. Already, they know that spiritually they have fucked up. They had no business, and they have no business astro projecting to you just to show you how powerful I am, just to show you my gifts, just to show you what I can do. So you're seeking approval from someone that's not even, asking for you to do that. You want to show off your gifts. Why not show? That's how you know that these witches, they dark. Because why not astral project and go help a family that's mourning the loss of their child? They don't know how they child, vanished. They don't know what happened. Why not astral project in that realm and go and help a family with that gift that you got? Why are you astral projecting to another queen, to another king, to another goddess, just to show them how powerful you are, just to show them how strong you are, just to show them, I want to show off my gifts. I want to show you that I'm the chosen one. I want to show you that I've been doing this. I want to show you that I'm high ranking. I want to show you that. You're showing that you're very weak-minded, and you're using your gifts for darkness and wickedness. And God said, for that reason, you're about to be somebody's footstool. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels and ancestors, for being here with me. Oh, cause they so mad. y'all just making God real angry right now with what y'all doing with y'all gifts. And then y'all astral project, and then you go and you see that person and you try to steal from that person, and then you try to run back and throw magic like you was never in that person's energy. You try to do memory spells, make that person forget that you was even in their energy, that you was even in the spiritual realms, bullying them, stealing from them, taunting them, haunting them, trying to figure out what they got going on. These witches hovering over you, and they seeing what you doing, how you praying, and then they'll get on their channel and they say, oh, you shouldn't be praying at 12 o'clock because your ancestors don't like that. When you pray at 12 o'clock, they don't like that. They want you to pray at a different hour, and then that's the trick of the enemy. And then they be trying to trick you from praying how you normally pray so that they can attack you, or they can attach themselves to you. And God said, for that, they just won the prize of being a footstool. These witches, they're even astral projecting to your children in the spiritual realm and questioning your children about you. Who are you? What you do? What you like? Da-da-da. Just to show, I want to show how powerful I am. I want to show my gifts. But you're showing your gifts and using your gifts for darkness if you just pulling up on somebody in the spiritual realm just to bully them and just to show them that you can pull up on them in the spiritual realm and yell at them, or, fuss at them, or, steal ideas. and then act like you was never there. And God said, I'm about to make your enemies your footstool for that reason. And you won't even have a foot in their life. You won't have a foot in their life, but they will be your footstool. And neither one of your feet will be in their life. But they're going to stop speaking on your name. They're going to stop chasing you. They're going to stop astral projecting to you. Just to show you, look at what I can do. But not trying to help you in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Just want to show off. That's the first thing these witches do. These dark witches. That's the first thing they do. They want to show you how powerful they are. They want to show you, look, I've been doing this shit. I've been astral projecting for 20 years. You just strolling up on the scene. But nobody sent for you. Nobody's in your energy. Nobody is trying to even, it's like, it's the same, what's going on right now, it's the same thing as high school in the spiritual realm. Like, no, I want to be, and I want to be chosen. I am chosen. And they sit here and they tell you they chosen. They sit here and they tell you that they this and they that. Listen, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm not going to keep, all the extra stuff. If you sit here and you don't know what you're looking at, then you need to go within, because whatever I sit and I look at, I know exactly what I'm looking at. I know exactly what I'm looking at. I know if I'm looking at a dark witch, a good witch, a good spiritual leader, a good spiritual teacher, a bad karmic reader. I know exactly what I'm looking at, so I don't have to sit here and tell you over and over and over again that, oh, I am this and I am that and I am this and I am that. No, I am what God say I am. And sometimes I don't feel like, stating that all the time. And now these witches, they're sitting back and they're wondering how you get in the position that they did witchcraft for you to be on. Because a lot of these spiritual readers and a lot of these old witches, you just not pulling up on. But listen, your family been in contact with these witches 20 years ago. You got to think about it. These women, they're 20 years older than you, 15 years older than you. Your family done been reached out to these readers. Their numbers are everywhere. Their emails are everywhere. They family been went to these witches, these readers, and then they've been doing work on you. These the same readers that's been doing work on you. These the same witches that's been doing work on you. And now they see you and they like, oh shit, I've been doing work on somebody that didn't even deserve it. And that's how you know these witches are dark. Even these witches in your community that gathered together. They didn't gather together to do something positive for their own children. They took out of their children's mouth. They took off of their children's back to pay a known local warlocks to come in and date you and unalive you. Why? Because you mind your business. Because you won't be friends with them. You won't play that little matrix game. You showed up in these people life and you told them exactly who you was. They like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm a hairstylist. And you like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm a psychic. They won't, no, I'm a spiritual reader. No, they don't want you to, they instantly started doing work on you then. Trying to make you think, trying to play on your psychic abilities. Try to make you hallucinate. Try to make you, double back on your own gifts. While they sitting back cheating. They have to pay a man to come in your home and video you so they can know what's going on. Because that's how private you are. They life not private. And that's another reason why the women in your community, they mad. Because see, you the real one. You're the real deal. You don't have to pay a nigga to go and date nobody to figure out what's going on over there. God'll pull it right up on you. Here, look at this right here. Look at this person right here. And you like, okay, all right, it's nice. Okay, this is a nice person. Okay, and then boom, see right there, right there. You see that right there? What they just said? Yeah, they talking about you. Yeah, they been knowing you. They been doing work groups on you. They what God? What? Oh yeah, they pull up like that. And you thinking people just be neighbors and people just be innocent, and the whole time they be the ones. They been the ones. And a lot of these, readers, what they'll do is every message ain't about them. Every message is not, but they'll try to insert themselves in the messages that sound good. Yeah, and I got that too. And da. Why are you doing that? You insert yourself when it sound good. And then when it sound bad, they make it sound like it's them going through that. Oh, well, this is where they start panicking, right? Because they've been playing in your energy, right? Trying to play like they you, right? Trying to take on your energy, your persona, right? And these readers also send warlocks to date you too as well, right? So they playing in your energy, playing like they you. And then all of a sudden they realize nobody's gang stalking them. They realize none of their family members paid a man to come in and date them. They're realizing none of their neighbors are GSing them. None of their neighbors gathered together and paid the warlocks to come in and date them and unalive them. They realize that none of those things happen to them, and then they panic and they freak out and they spiral all out of control. Their head spin around, they foam out the mouth, they project. Their real self comes out. These are the ones that's your footstool right now. They realize none of this has happened to me. And they hurry up and they freak out and they spaz out and they get on here and they be like, yes, this happened to me. People are following me. People are stalking me. People are blah, 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 blah. People are blah, 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 blah. And that's not how you go through. That's not how you go through that. Okay? For example, right? God rolled up on me. He said, I want you to forgive your dad. And I said, okay, no problem. I'll forgive my dad. Every day, I started focusing at least 20 times out the day. I would say, I forgive my dad for all that he's done. I forgive my dad for hurting me. I forgive my dad for abandoning me. I forgive my dad for leaving me. I forgive my dad for, not being there at my track meets. He showed me what a man is supposed to do because he always provided financially, but he was just not there. He was not consistent with love. Like I forgive my dad for not hugging me when I needed a hug sometimes, because my dad had cloaked his energy so good. And this is what these witches and these warlocks do. And then they sprinkle a little bit of love, just a little bit, just a little sprinkle, but it's the love that they done sucked off from you, right? So I'm like, okay, God, this is easy. It's getting easier every day. It's getting easier and easier. Like, I'm literally forgiving my dad. Like, things are literally falling off of me. Like, I can just feel weights just being lifted off of me. Like, generational curses being broken off of me. Like, I'm like, I forgive my dad for even like, I'm getting down and dirty. Like, I forgive my dad for even making my mama a side piece and, making us outside children. Like, I'm getting down. I'm saying what it is that's hurting every day. I'm writing it out. I love my dad. I love my dad. I forgive my dad. I forgive my dad. After doing this for 2 years straight, that's when God, when he knew, when he checked and he said, yeah, she really done forgave him for real. That's when he pulled up on me and said, now, you done forgave your dad, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, and God knew that. Now let me tell you what he did. And look at my screen get white. My angels is here, baby. He paid somebody to kill you. He paid somebody to date you and unalive you. And now, boom, you are stuck in forgiveness. So there won't be no spazzing out when you find out that your family has been haunting you and stalking you and doing these things, because see, it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. It's levels to when you think you get to the top and then you can look down and laugh at everybody and make fun of everybody but can't help nobody. It's levels. And a lot of people, they want to skip all those levels. They want to look on people that they feel like don't got as much as them and steal from them. And that's what these witches in your community are doing. Not only that, your children as well. God about to make your enemies your children's footstool, because these witches in your community, they keep doing magic on your children. They done seen how your bullies get fucked up. Oh yes, they done seen how you got a set of neighbors that just won't leave you alone. Like, like B. Simone, bitch, leave me alone. Just bitch, leave me alone type energy. Like, you don't even know that these people exist because your energy is so big. You are just so powerful. I mean, like, they just won't leave you alone. They are trying to do a you on you by still cheating and going against the rules. How they gonna pull a you on you when they still not pulling a you on you because they're cheating by putting magic on your children? You got a neighbor that keep throwing bully spells on your children. She wants your children to become bullies because she knows that's what will bring in negativity, karma, because bullies get bullied every day. And your neighbors see what they have seen with their own two eyes. What happens when people bully you mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally? They have seen it. They have seen God line it up and knock it down, and they just don't care. They just don't want to face the fact. They don't want to live in that reality that God just loves you that much, and that you don't have to, try to put a spell on their children to make their children act out. Their children is already jealous and filled and infumed with envious and confusion. They was birthed out of confusion. They came out of a womb of jealousy and envy and greed. Yeah. And then that's what they feed that child every day. Every day. You know what the witches used to do back where I used to stay at to make their children bully my children? Not comb their children hair in the morning. They feed these young babies jealousy. He'll get a spoon of jealousy. Get a spoon of envy in you, and you see her, and then they don't sit there and say, now this person, this woman right here is your target. No, that's not how they do it. That's not how they do it. No, they sit back and talk shit about you. Oh, who she thinks she is with her getting her little workout on. Oh, who she thinks she is with her little gray ass wig. And they do this in front of the children, right? Then they sit back, get too drunk, get too high, not off Mary Jane, because Mary Jane don't do this, okay? Whatever their choice of drug is, okay? And then they don't get up and comb their children hair in the morning. And now their children go to school looking at your child with your child hair done all up, looking like a Christmas tree. You got bows in there. You got flashing lights in your daughter's head and shit. Yeah. Yeah. You got diamonds and rhinestones on they heads and down the line with the oil, with the parts, with the beads, with the... And they standing there with their hair on top of their head. Now they're jealous and envious of your child. And now all that shit they've been hearing in their mama house about you, now they want to attack your child because their mother did not get up and put in the work. Not only the work, the love. Because you got to love your child to get up every morning to comb their hair. You got to have some type of care for them. You got to care for them. If you get up every morning and comb your child head, like I said in my post, even if it's just a brushed up ponytail, because you know we done had them days, honey. Okay, get this gelled up bun with the big swoops, baby. I love me a slick bun. I call them ballerina buns. You know, they're instantly making your children the target. They're instantly going to bully your children, right? Because they see their mama do it. They're going to bully your child because they think in their little peanut mind, they think that your child is going to judge them, is going to pick on them. So they want to be the first to do it. And that's what's going on in the spiritual realm too. They think that you like them. They think you gonna roll up and try to steal something from them, so they gonna bully you first. And now they see that you not even like that, and they getting that ass tapped. You not even like that. You ain't even built like that. See, they try to bait you in to competing with them because they already know. They done read your energy. They know you don't compete. They know you focus on your lane and you stay in that lane. And you only put your blanket on when God say, go ahead, put your blanket on it and switch. But still, you in your lane. But it was just time for you to switch them. They know that. That's why they want to reel you in, and they do it. And then they doing it through your children. Oh, then they know. I'm here, you got me tripping, oh, stumbling, oh, crazy, cause I'm falling in love. Listen, these people, they in love with you, but they doing it all the wrong way. And they're your footstools. They are your footstools. You don't even have to wonder why. Your neighbor is just about to start, when he cut his grass or when she cut her grass, she gonna start coming and mowing yours too. She just mowing your motherfucking grass. Hey, I just mow your grass for you, mommy. I just mow it for you. I just mow it for you. You like, oh, okay, all right. Yeah. I know exactly why you just want to mow my grass. Next thing you know, they picking up the trash out of their yard. They picking up trash. I just pick up trash. Okay, so you just my yard worker now. Oh, okay. Yeah, cause she done that shit she threw in your yard. Yeah, she see now. She never should have made it. She never should have made it. She never should have did that. She never should have threw whatever she thrown. She never should have did that. Now she want to be your landscaper. She wants to make sure your garden is not a piece of paper. If a paper is falling, your neighbor gonna run out and catch it like this before it drop. I got the paper, mommy. You don't have to do a thing, mommy. Your neighbors, the ones that threw that chaos magic, they gonna fight your other neighbors. Yeah, they gonna come together. They gonna look at each other. And they just go, bitch, I've been looking for you. You been looking for me. We looking for each other. You did not do any magic to these children. You didn't do any, and that's why I say they sit back and they cheat. They got to put a spell on your children to get your children to pull in karma, because their children ranks up karma just by them sending them out the front door, because they done already gassed them up off negativity, surrounded by the energy that they have created. That's cheating. That's cheating. When these witches in your neighborhood have to gang up on you because you're a private person. You stay to yourself. You didn't see, they was waiting on you to make a decision, make a choice. Who you gonna hang out with? You gonna hang out with them? You gonna hang out with them? Or you gonna and you chose to hang out with yourself. Cause see, they hang out in cliques and clumps, and they just sit around and gossip about real women and real queens, low vibrational shit. Low vibrational things. And then when you come around, they try to act busy. They try to act like they got something going on. But all they got going on is behind the scenes trying to curse your finances, trying to curse your businesses, smearing your name so people won't come to you. That's blackballing. And then they try to act like they busy doing something, like they busy being a creator. No, they busy trying to tear other women down. Like I said in my other video, a wise woman builds her house up and a foolish woman tears her house down with her bare hands. And I've sat and I've seen it and I've watched it happen. And then they'll say, no, it's not my fault. It's their fault. It's not my fault. It's their fault. It's their fault I went to jail. No, it's your fault because you have self-control. And you call yourself an empress or whatever. That's the first thing you master. That's the first thing you master. Is to instantly get your laugh on. That's instantly where I go at first thing. I get my laugh on like, God, wait a minute. Hold up. This person calling me out? Yes, you, bitch. I want to fight. Let's go now. 9. God. Wait a minute. No. Okay, she a Hannibal. 1. She getting a little too close. 1. Cousins. Hey, we got a live one. Baby, we got a live one. She can't control herself. She needs to be controlled immediately. I need you on the doubles. The flaps. Over and out. Copy that. Because, baby, who? Baby, because when you have worked hard for everything that you have, when you have worked hard for everything that you have, when you have really worked hard and put in that work, you're not going to be easily manipulated. You're not going to be easily misled off that cliff. It's not happening. And this is why these people about to be your footstool, because they didn't put in that work and they mad because you did. They mad if they run up on you right now, you're going to just really laugh. Because why are you so angry so so much to the point where you're already in fight mode? You ran up on me. I was already doing a TikTok. I'm laughing. I'm joking. And now this is even funnier. You get what I'm saying? How can you look yourself in the mirror every day, my kings and my real queens? How can you look yourself every day in the mirror and say, I love you? And whatever you tell yourself, all these beautiful, nurturing things that you tell yourself, when you the ones who really put in that work, y'all know what I'm talking about right now. You really put in that work. You really loving on you. You ain't just got people think that you loving on you. See, you got a stalker that's been stalking you. In this room, the spiritual realm. And now you're a reflection. You really showing them like, no, you really didn't put in that work. You've been stealing. You've been out here thieving. And then the first thing we do is, no, it's not my fault. No, it's not my fault. Okay, God is doing this. God is doing this. He like, no, baby, you did that because you could have prevented everything. You could have prevented being a stalker by just minding your own business. You could have prevented this warlock's not even coming towards this lady by taking your money and putting it and investing it into you. But you invested it in somebody's hurt, somebody's pain, somebody's downfall. You wanted this lady taken out. And she did nothing to you. Do you know how much trouble that you are in? That's why my kings and my kings and my queens, their feet is kicked up, honey. Kicked up. Because you really forgave. You really went through what you went through. And you don't look like it. And you don't carry yourself like it. You don't meet people and just spill all your burdens on them. Because you don't have no burdens. Because you really chose to forgive. See, these people want to mess with your balance. They want your balance to be off. Other psychics want to prove to you that you're not a psychic. Because they've been doing witchcraft on you 20 years ago. These are people that's 10 years older than you. They've been astral projecting. They've been knowing all this stuff. And now they want to come in and they want to come in your energy and like, look, you can do it too. Like, that's not how you teach somebody something. That's not how you show somebody something. And this person didn't ask you to show them that. These are the people that God has made your footstool now. Now they are starting to see they shouldn't have never did that. They never should have made it without you. They never should have did it. They never should have tapped into your energy. They never should have tapped into your dreams. They never should have tried to talk to your children. They never should have tried to send no witchcraft. A lot of them sitting right now, they're like, I never should have did that. They got too big for their britches. And now, not only are they seeing that, they really seeing like, damn, they into some dark shit. Because like I said in the beginning, why can't you use these gifts? If you can astral project the innocent people and just show them, hey, I know how to bully you. Hey, I'm finna show you what you got going on. And then you gonna give me some. And then I'm gonna steal some. And then all this. But this mother has been crying for months about her baby. And you know how to astral project, but you won't astral project right now and go see what happened to her baby? Shame on you, man. Shout out to all my good witches. Shout out to all my good witches. What's up? Like, and I know y'all, and y'all don't have to hide behind no. And it's like, it's 2025, right? So they say, so why are you guys still hiding the fact that y'all are dark witches? Because I always had this saying, right? If you gotta hide what you're doing, that means you shouldn't be doing it. That's why you hide that you a dark witch. Because you ashamed of it. And then it's everybody's fault but y'all. I take total responsibility. I signed up to be birthed into my family. That's why I don't sit here and complain. Because I understand that. I understand that God chose me to take them down. And then I went through the process. And it was a long, lengthy process too. So, you're going to start seeing people do blessings for you. Because God has made your enemies your footstool. For another example, you know how hard it is to take care of a child by yourself? And so when your enemy ends up with your child taking care of it, Baby, God has just made your enemy your footstool. Because see, dark and light just can't live together. It cannot be. And that's one thing about darkness. It's always trying to, make the light become dark. And that's why these people are your footstool, and then they turn around and they think that they got one up on you, and you already got your feet propped up. No, you took a load off my hands. You took a load off of her hands. You took a killer off of her hands. You took somebody that was going, you took that warlocks from her that was poisoning her. So you didn't bring no darkness. You brought darkness to the light, and the light overpowered it. Yeah. To the next video. I kept you guys.